As I stood in front of Pompey's pillar in Alexandria in Egypt, I realized the association of India with Alexandria. The Sphinx of Alexandria guarding Pompey's pillar complex appeared to me very similar to Durga, who is inseparably associated with the lion. In fact, the origin of the name Sphinx remains a mystery till today. Lieutenant Wilford mentioned in his article that it probably originated from the word Singhik, meaning lion-like or associated with lion. This appears to be quite an acceptable explanation. I was overjoyed to read that the Sphinx was associated with the word Shingho, which is an Indian word. I was equally thrilled when I went to the Philae temple in Aswan in Egypt. I found typical brachycephalic faces and slanting eyes of Isis created on the temple pillars, remarkably similar to the faces of the deities of India, especially of Bengal. On top of almost every pillar, lotus images have been sculpted, when lotus is not a natural flower of Egypt. It appeared that thousands of years ago, Indian artists had created images of their own goddesses Sri, who manifested as Isis in Egypt. Moreover, Isis is shown with a yellow complexion, very similar to Lakshmi or Sri of India, who has lotus as her throne. At the entrance of the Edfu temple, a large image of falcon is bound to attract the attention of Indians. This mythical eagle is associated with Horus in Egypt. Our Hori or Vishnu also has a strikingly similar mythical eagle, popularly known as Godura, as his Bahman. I wonder if Hori has manifested as Horus in Egypt. This is similar to Osur manifesting as Osiris and Sri as Isis. Interestingly, like our Osur, Osiris is also green complexion, a rather unusual color of the skin. I thought I could identify a number of Vedic deities in the Egyptian pantheon. The image of the crocodile-faced god Sobek and his family in front of the Komombo temple in Egypt fitted perfectly with the Vedic deity Varun, who has the crocodile as his Vahan. Amun-Re, the fire god or Ognidev equivalent of Egypt, is associated with ram, while the Vahan of Vedic deity Ogni is ram. Similarly, sun god of Egypt Ra appears to have derived his name from Ravi, meaning Surya. It appears that the Egyptian deity Su derived his name from the hissing sound the wind or Vayu makes, suggesting that he is the manifestation of Vayu of the Vedas. Nut could also be a manifestation of the Vedic goddess Ratri, who also has stars as her ornaments. Another interesting subject is the global color code, which also remains almost undiscussed. The deities are often drawn in specific colors, and in traditional painting, this does not change. This is observed not only in the Indian pantheon but also in Egyptian art. It is likely that each color represents a global territory with which the deity is associated. It appears that the Indian territory is represented by the blue and yellow colors, while the Egyptian territory by red, Persian by green, and European by the white color. This explains why we find mention of Horitosho meaning green horse and Lohitosho meaning red horse in the Rig Veda, which do not exist in nature. It is not only the identity of the deity, but I go beyond to investigate the complexion, attire, Vahan, posture, ostro or the weapon he or she carries, and a few other things to recognize the site of origin and the direction of the spread. It is a particular fraternity which promotes the spread of their deity, and thereby we identify the migration of the fraternity as well.